right.
Let me kiss you one more time. You went over the cameras with them already?
Yeah, so when you speak, you was speaking to this camera or you were
Okay.
talking to him.
Okay.
You never look at that camera.
Okay, so don't even have to worry
Don't
about
even worry about that camera.
that.
You can speak to this camera over here sparingly, but
Okay.
you never ever look at that
That
camera.
that one. Okay. All right. So
This
one
is his
or that
camera,
one?
so this camera ain't got
yes.
nothing to do with you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I mean, you could if you want to, but
Right, but it's that
the
one
other
or
camera's
that
gonna
one?
look crazy. Because
Okay.
it's gonna look like you're just looking into space.
Okay.
Right.
So you just want to make sure that you're looking at this camera when you talk.
Okay. Cool.
But this camera here is yours. There you go.
Did you see the pictures of my nephew?
Yeah, I've seen it. You want me to do those first?
I'm gonna do it during the announcements.
All right, I know when to put them in.
Yeah, she's actually en route, so she's gonna be
Oh, Nika is?
not out here. She's in New York, but she's not at her destination yet.
Okay. Well, whenever she's ready. So I'm gonna cut it down a little bit so we can hear it when she comes on.
I think I learned this from last time. It's better to charge it here straight. Now, as far as the amount of power. Let's see there.
Oh, you talking about for you?
Mm-hmm. I think it had died by the end. I left my cell phone at the youth choir rehearsal yesterday morning. I just got it back a few hours ago.
The amazing part is you got it back.
Yeah, cause thank God I was at church. All right.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir. I have a drink. Then I have a drink. Not yet. 'Cause my voice is going in and out. I had a drink, motherfucker. Just have to swallow. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, that give me a few seconds.
yes it does.
That was not an earthquake, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Wow, for real. That was expensive.
You ain't leave it outside, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Alright, so get your food out the way.
It's still picking that up. Oh, your shot. Okay. Okay.
Alright. We'll count you in.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Robert Young and Onika Terrell on It Needs to Be Heard. And now that you've heard it, what would you do? As you can see, Miss Onika Terrell is currently in New York, and she will be calling in shortly. Just to let you know, while it's on my mind, that you can call into the show to ask questions and or concerns at 240-455-5934. That's 240-455-5934. And today we have an awesome guest, Mr. Leroy McKenzie, whom I met last year at a fulfillment conference at Pastor Marquise and co-pastor Lisa Neal church. And I am truly elated to have this young man here. He is the CEO and owner of Jesus Never Fails, basically JNF Never Fails, and we will get into that shortly. But we're just happy to be here today with our second season, and when Onika calls in, we'll be able to hear her. As always, please share our page and at It Needs to Be Heard Facebook, and we are currently on eLife Media Group Facebook, but we're also on YouTube Live under It Needs to Be Heard. Today's show is entitled The Power of a Man, a grown man versus a grown male. A grown man versus a grown male. And this show is not necessarily to bash anyone or tell you anything. We just want to, Mr. McKenzie's just to show some of the insight and wisdom that he has on that particular topic, and also in reference to his book. So just shortly, just refreshing from last week. Our guest from South America, and whereas his ministry was geared towards AIDS, HIV, to the community and the church, and how the church of God should be proactive in regards to issues such as that, and how not just waiting for things to happen, but also creating programs for individuals with AIDS or HIV, and not to shun them, but to also to minister to them. One of the quick topics was about should churches give condoms? And my response was the Messiah, he ministered to the prostitutes, the drunkards, and everything. We have to necessarily meet people where they are. And my answer would be yes, because even though we don't promote premarital sex, we don't want them to catch an STD or unwanted pregnancy, which makes things even more harder on their life, which many adults can attest to today. Also, we want to thank Dr. Baruch of Everlasting Life Restaurant for this opportunity to have our show. And if you're interested in having your own show here, feel free to contact Everlasting Life. All right, let me see the phone number. I had it here somewhere. Yes. I don't see it, but I'll bring it up. Yeah, there it is. Everything's moved around a little bit. The phone number here is 301-324-6900. That's 301-324-6900. I'm going to breeze right through the announcements. The first announcement is the birthday of my nephew, Mr. Demetrius Person. He will be the big 2-1. Demetrius Person, that's with no S, singular. He's just an amazing young man. I'm really happy for him and his life moving forward. He knows that when we have our talks, we don't sugarcoat anything. I'm really happy for him for his 21st birthday. I apologize, Demetrius, we didn't get to go to Brooklyn like we had planned that last year, but we know that right now we're making some decisions regarding your career. But Demetrius, I want you to know that I love you deeply. You already know that, but I want the world to know that I love you deeply, and your family, and your mother, Sharon, and all your brothers, Derek, oh, please forgive me. You got DeAndre and another brother. Please forgive me. But I just want to say happy birthday to you and to the Person family. Just quickly, we have the Peacock House, which is a business network of business owners and which help current businesses and startup businesses with their business ideas, with commercials, headshots, web awareness and presence. And also, we cater to children as well, because we know children have show ideas and inventions, so we don't just limit ourselves to just adults who have businesses or business ideas, but also to children. There are many things that we use today that were invented by children, and that means you. All right, kids out there. As you know, I also hold my Zumba class there as well on Monday nights. We have 7 more weeks left. But if you have any questions concerning the Peacock House, you can call Dr. Chichi at 240-413-9481. That's 240-413-9481. Breezing right through these. All right. Yes. Because we want to use this opportunity to allow this awesome man of God, entrepreneur, to share some of the things that what he's up to, and also what I picked up from him, and all is well. Once again, you can call in at 240-455-5934 if you have any questions and or concerns. Awesome. So right now, Mr. McKenzie, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm absolutely wonderful. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, sir. I gotta let you guys know, this is a trademark smile right here. This guy is always smiling and always laughing, as you just had a sample. But I'm really happy that you were here. When I first met you at Pastor Neil and co-pastor Neil's church, I said, I have to have this young man on the show. We will have you back at a later time in regards to that, about the things that you shared with us regarding how to have a better life, a more organized life.
Absolutely.
But today we want to focus on your book, The Power of the Man. And what's the subtitle there?
It is Faith, Family, Finance, and Future.
And Future. Awesome. So before we jump into the questions, I'm going to go through his bio to let you know some of the things. As his bio comes up, I know that he is how you pronounce it? Baltimorean.
Baltimorean.
Baltimorean,
Yes.
absolutely. He's a product of the Baltimore public and private school system. He has a Bachelor's of Science in Hotel Restaurant Management from the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. He is a proud member of the New Psalmist Baptist Church, where he serves on several ministries. He is the president and CEO of JNF, which means Jesus Never Fail Enterprises, which is a distribution, publishing, and business consulting firm located in Baltimore, Maryland. He is also a contributing writer for the Real Life, Real Faith Men of Faith magazine, Entrepreneurs of Color, and his Favor magazines. Many of you who have been following us knows, Mr. McKenzie, that we have been letting people know about your distribution, publishing, and business consulting firm on a regular basis. Mr. McKenzie has also written 2 books of poetry, which has been featured on Heaven 600's Poetry Cafe, a business finance book. The customer is not always right. I know that's right. I agree with that. A common sense guide to establishing a strong and flourishing business. A book on entrepreneurship, Young and Gifted, the new generation of entrepreneurship. I love it. And a book on leadership, The Art of Leadership, Success Strategies for the 21st Century Leader. He has performed his poetry. Oh, you know how to spit, right?
I wasn't going to say that, but,
Right.
but I had before.
But that's the term. And spoken at churches on various other venues throughout the country. JNF Enterprises was started in 2004 with the publishing of Mr. McKenzie's debut books of poetry, The Inner Soul, Volumes 1 and 2, and the launching of the Christian apparel of Try 3 Jesus. Believing in the vision of God placed in him, Leroy set out to put the distribution, publishing, and business consulting industries on notice that there are about to be a new way of doing business. I really like that when I was reading your bio earlier. Following in the pursuit, bringing visions to reality. JNF seeks to enlighten, empower, and impact the communities that it will touch. We seek to provide emerging authors with an independent avenue to mainstream exposure that is so crucial, and touch individuals, businesses, and churches with our Christian-based products and entrepreneurship. By being a Christian-based company, we will add a spiritual foundation to our business that will add instant credibility, integrity, that's my favorite word, and a general sense of a courtesy to the distribution, publishing, business, consulting industries. In this day and time, I hear my help coming. Business have missed the mark. I hear the organ in the background. In providing exceptional products and services. And JNF, hallelujah, is poised to bring back the basics of business. Yes, I enjoyed reading that. I read it earlier today, and I was like, man, this is powerful. But I'm so glad to have you here. And as you know, we're here today to focus not on what I picked up from you from the fulfillment conference, but to focus on your book. Tell us about that.
Well, this particular book, The Power of a Man, Faith, Family, Finance, and Future, it came from my deep passion for seeing us as men, and more specifically black men,
Yes.
Understanding the power that we have as men, and being able to walk in that power,
Yes.
in our faith, in our families, in our finances, in our future, and to also equip us.
Yes.
Because there's been a lot of men that I've talked to, that I've been around, that I know, a lot of us have been miseducated
Yes.
in what manhood is.
Yes.
A lot of us have been, or just don't know, or
Yes.
understand the true meaning of what manhood is. So I wanted to do that specifically for men, because there's so many, and I'll say this, and the ladies might get a little upset, but there's plenty of books out here, there's plenty of conferences and all of those things out here for women, that equip women, that empower women,
Yes.
that build them up.
Mm-hmm.
But there's not too many events or even books that you have that specifically are geared for men,
Yes.
to equip men, to build up men, and to pour into men. And that's the
Yes.
big thing for me, is pouring into us as men,
Yes.
because we need pouring into.
Mhm.
And so that's where this book actually came from was
Awesome.
I wanted to be able to pour into men, so that we can walk in our power as well. I love, love women, want them to understand their power and everything too.
Yes.
But I wanted men. Hey, this is something that the men need to understand, to
Absolutely.
be able to pour into, and even for women to understand men and why we are the way that we are. So
Yes.
that's where that came from.
That is perfect. You was all in our conversation last week and leading up to this season, because it's important that we must understand life is about mentorship. Life is about the process of circle of life. But as women want us to learn them, the desire that also they must learn men as well.
Absolutely.
Yes, there are some things for them to learn. Just briefly on with your bio, I had a few other questions.
Sure.
About the hotel restaurant management business. How old were you, or when did you decide to go into that field?
Actually, it happened after my freshman year in college. My freshman year went in. I had gone to school wanting to be a doctor.
Oh, I see it
That
on
was
you.
my thing. I was going to be a doctor. That was what I
type of
wanted out of
doctor?
life. And I didn't even thought. I just knew I wanted to be a doctor at the
Yes,
time. I didn't know specifically what kind of doctor and everything like that at the time.
Yes.
But got into school and found out being a doctor wasn't as easy as I thought it would be.
Yes, sir.
So wound up not doing as well as I wanted to.
Yes.
In the classes, wound up, saying, you know what, I don't know if I have what it took to become a doctor, because I was putting in the work,
Yes.
doing the time, but I wasn't getting the results that I wanted for myself specifically.
Makes sense.
And having a high standard for myself, and so I was just like, you know what, I was like, let me, kind of see what else I might be able to kind of do, and had some friends who were already in the HRM, which is Hotel Restaurant Management major at my school at the
Yes.
University of Maryland, Eastern Shore, and talked with them, and because I'd seen a couple of events and things that they had done. I was like, man, this major kind of got it going on a little bit, things that they're going. So I made an appointment to talk to the dean
Yes.
of the department and fell in love with it.
Awesome.
I was like, wow. I'm like, and at that particular time, which was the late 80s going into the early 90s when I was in college, the hospitality industry was booming.
Yes, it
was
was.
hitting. It was
Yeah.
really starting to take off. So I'm thinking of my future.
Yes.
Thinking, wow, this is something that where I wanted to kind of
Yep.
be. I could build a career. I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit, but
Yes.
saying, hey, I could build something from this. Changed my major. Went into it full force and loved it. Made some great friends. Gained some just great knowledge.
Yes.
And I